People treat you the way you teach them to, not by what you say, but actually by what you tolerate. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Suk and you are on the Suk Effect, and we are talking about something very, very important. So let's just get into it. If you stay quiet when someone disrespects you, they will learn that silence is your permission. Or if you keep forgiving the same behavior, they will think that it's acceptable. Or if you shrink yourself to keep peace, they will expect you to stay small forever. Your boundaries are actually your instructions, so raise them and watch how fast people change. When you raise your boundaries, behavior of other people is really going to change. If someone doesn't respect you, you are going to see a major difference. Either they are not going to talk to you forever, or they are really going to respect you. You will see the change. Me 4 months ago and me now are completely two different personalities. 4 months ago, I was a person who would say yes to anything. Someone asked for a favor, yes, I could help you. Someone asked for something that maybe I didn't want you to do. I said yes, okay, I could help you. So me back then, not going too far, me 4 months before and me now are really two different persons. So let me tell you why I'm saying this. I was a people pleaser because of my childhood conditioning. And I have realized this a few months ago that I need to change very small habits of mine to overcome this thing. See, let me tell you, for people who have been through this thing, people pleasing is not a short concept. Okay, when you are always, uh, conditioned to believe that you need to be nice, you need to be good to people. See, being a good human being and being a nice person are two different things. A good human being has values, has morals, and does their own work, and like without harming others, they be themselves. Okay, and without harming themselves too. Okay, but a nice person is the one who would do anything to make other people happy, or who would lower their self-esteem, or who would ignore their own boundaries to make other people happy, or they can compromise and sacrifice anything just because they want to be liked by everybody. And there are a lot of reasons behind this thing, with whoever is dealing with this thing. So the thing is, I was trapped in this pattern because of my childhood conditioning, because of situations I had seen in my household, okay, when I was a child or I was a teenager, so something like that, okay. So I learned this thing that a people pleaser has a fear that they always want to be liked by people. They never want to face something like, we can say rejection, but it is quite different. Like they don't want to hear anybody saying them that I am disappointed with you, or I am upset, or even if that's not a big thing, but they don't want to make anybody else unhappy, but they could sacrifice their own things, their own happiness, and they could literally just, they don't even have any boundaries. So people pleaser has a fear that they want to be liked, they want to be accepted by people around them. Okay, so what happens, I learned that there are two types of smile. I am a person who smiles a lot. Even when I'm alone or I'm, shooting videos, I'm doing something else, I do smile a lot. And, this has came from the same conditioning. So there are two types of smiles. Smiling is not a bad habit. It doesn't make you a people pleaser, but there are two types of smiles. One is nervous smile and one is when you're actually happy. So I figured out, my therapist told me that I do a lot of nervous smiling. You know what is nervous smiling? When there is nothing actually funny or nothing, the other person is not even talking to you nicely, but we approach with a smile always, or we smile when we don't know what to say, or we don't know how to deal with things, or we just smile so the other person could not, say something bad to us, or they couldn't be disappointed with us. Okay, so that is the thing. So that's why people pleasers do nervous smiling a lot. Okay, or they are actually, afraid of how people are seeing them, how people are judging them, even for sitting, standing, moving around, or saying things or talking. Okay, communicating. So a people pleaser is actually a being who is always 24/7 concerned about how they are being seen, how they are being liked or not by other people. So what a people pleaser does, they end up ignoring themselves, end up ignoring their authenticity, their real self, and they don't even know themselves till a long period of time, till like when they get aware of this thing that they are trapped into this pattern, until they try to sort it out with real effort, they won't realize that they are actually in a in an unhealthy pattern. So as I was saying, there are two types of smile. One is when you're actually happy. One, it's not that I always smile out of nervousness. No, when I'm really happy, or it's in my personality too that I do smile a lot. Okay, it like comes from my mother, or it comes from other situations I have seen, that where like I have learned to be happy and smile a lot. Okay, so that's a different concept. So one is real smiling when you're actually happy, and other one is nervous smiling. And let me tell you, nervous smiling can actually frame your personality into a completely different way. When a person is uncomfortable in, like, they are being watched, or they don't know what to say, or when they fear judgment, or when they want to appear nice. So nervous smiling is not your real personality, because it's actually, real smile is when you are safe, when you feel safe, when you feel really happy, when you're enjoying, when you're being yourself. That is real smile. That is your real self coming out. But nervous smiling, on the other hand, is actually survival response. So removing that smile won't make you cold, it will actually make you respected. So it's not about losing your smile, because when I realized about this, when my therapist told me about this, I was like, I don't want to lose my smile. I want to be a happy person. But when I understood the whole concept, that it is actually having a major effect on my personality, I learned it slowly, but I learned it very well. So, no, you're not losing your smile, but you are actually choosing when to smile, but not out of fear, not out of nervousness, not just to please people, not just to appear nice, not to avoid judgment. That is all. So smile as much as you want, but when you feel somebody is not respecting, somebody is not respecting your boundaries, or you feel that whoever in front of you're smiling, they don't actually deserve that moment, of you smiling. And this fear actually also comes with, like, what if I say my opinion, and what if that opinion is being rejected, and what if, like, other person is not happy because I put my opinion in front. So Don't be afraid to put your opinions in front of the world. Anyone who acts as upset, or they're like, why she's being so confident, or anyone who questions your confidence, let them question it and let them be disappointed, because you don't deserve to sacrifice. You don't deserve to stay quiet. You don't deserve to shrink yourself just so that other people will feel that you're nice, that other people will accept you. Let them reject you. Listen to me. Say no to people on purpose. Disappoint people on purpose. And you will learn this way. I have done it. I have really done it. This is how you are going to come out of this trap of being a people pleaser. Otherwise, it's a really long game, and I have been very disappointed with myself. But these 4 months were actually so good. I have really become a new person. Anybody watching this, if you have been through this, or if you are dealing, a lot of teenagers in school, I know they they really do deal with this, and they just don't know how to get out of it. I was one of them. And if you are watching this, disappoint people on purpose. You don't owe anything to anyone. Anybody says, I owe, who you could really do this, could you really help me? Say, no, I can't. I say no nicely, and don't apologize too much also, okay? Like, I couldn't do that, I have work to do. Just this. No need to explain, because I know people pleasers do explain a lot. I have stopped explaining. You should too. It's not worth it. लोगों को समझा के तुमने कहाँ जाना है? And people don't give a shit about whatever explanation is behind that. They just care about if you are going to do their work or not. That's it. So you also need to just give a shit about that. What am I okay with? Do I really want to do this? If not, I'm not doing this. Simple. Do it for yourself, not to please people. Nobody has ever pleased everyone, so stop it. Okay, guys. Bye bye.